Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for this dynamic yoga practice focused on stress and anxiety relief. So, throughout this class, we are going to focus on releasing stress and tension from the different areas of our body that often kind of hang on to it. So, we'll be focusing in particular on our shoulders, our chest, and our hips throughout this practice. And we'll also do lots of soothing and grounding breath practices as well. So let's get started. We'll get started seated today. So you can go ahead and make yourself nice and comfortable here in a cross-legged position. You're welcome to sit up on any cushions or blankets that you might have. You can rest your hands on your knees. Allow your shoulders to soften and relax down your back. Closing down your eyes as you consciously relax the muscles of your face. And can you sit up tall here, feeling your sitting bones ground into the earth and your spine elongating upwards towards the sky. Begin with a breath practice focused on down regulating the nervous system. We'll inhale to the count of 4 through the nose. Pause, holding the inhale in for a moment at the top, and then exhaling very slowly to the count of 7. This breathing pattern sends signals of relaxation to your brain. So let's begin together. The eyes can be closed if it feels good. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold here. And out. Slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In, 2, 3, 4. Pausing. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In, 2, 3, 4. Holding. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 more. In, 2, 3, 4. Holding. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In, 2, 3, 4. Pausing. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And as you're ready, we'll start to very gently move, dropping your chin to your chest. Starting to make some semicircles here now with your neck. Rolling your neck gently from side to side. As you do this, allow the muscles of your face and in particular your jaw to relax. And let your shoulders gently release down your back. Keep breathing deep. Moving at your own mindful pace. One more breath here. And then coming back to center, lifting your head, Roll your shoulders out, rolling them backwards. And then forwards. Taking the circles the other way. Beautiful. Next inhale, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. You can close your eyes if it feels good. And then as you exhale, sigh it out through your mouth and let your shoulders drop. A few more times. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, release. Inhale, squeezing. Exhale. One more, really going for it. Inhale, squeeze. And exhale, release. Beautiful. From here, let's come into an all fours position. Tabletop, bringing your hands beneath your shoulders and your knees directly beneath your hips. Cat-cow, as you inhale, drop your belly down towards the mat, gaze forward, open into your heart center. Exhale, reverse the motion, tucking your tailbone, pushing into hands and knees, chin to chest. Inhale, belly lowers, heart space opens, look forward. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, belly lifts, round the upper back, chin to chest. And once more, inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Coming back to a neutral spine. From here, we're going to step the left foot outside your left hand. So both hands are in between your left foot. Both hands are on the inside of your left foot, And then you can stay with that, or you might tuck your right toes under and walk your right knee back slightly here. Lizard lunge, breathing deep into your left hip, right hip flexor, right quad. One more breath here. Now you can stay with that, or on your next inhale, straighten through the left leg, flex your left toes back towards you. And then exhale, rebend. 2 more. Inhale, straightening. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Twisted lizard. Plant your right hand into the ground. Twist to your left. Bring left hand onto your thigh. You can stay with that, looking off to the side, or perhaps reaching left arm up to the ceiling. Maybe look up to your left fingertips. One more breath in your variation of this twist. And then bring your left hand down. Step left knee back to meet right. And now here, we're going to do cat-cow barrel rolls. So once more, your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips. And then start to make some circles with your torso. Now there really is no right or wrong with this. You can get super explorative here. It's like you're tracing the inside of a barrel with your torso, getting into all the little nooks and crannies here. And then take your circles the other way at your own pace. Moving intuitively, letting your body lead the way. Wonderful. Coming back to your neutral spine, we'll step the right foot now to the outside of your right hand for lizard lunge here. So both hands are inside the right foot. Stay here, or maybe tuck your left toes under and walk the left knee back just a little bit. Pausing for 2 breaths. And you can always stay in stillness or bring some dynamic movement into this, where you straighten through your right leg, send your hips backwards, and you can always walk your hands back as well as you inhale. And then as you exhale, rebend into right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. One more. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, rebend. Meeting in your twisted lizard, plant your left hand into your mat. Twist to the right. Right hand can be on your thigh, or you might like to reach right arm up to the sky, looking off to the side, or maybe up to your right fingertips. One more breath here. And then bringing your right hand back down to the ground. Step right knee back to meet left. Wide-legged child's pose. Bring your big toes to touch. Knees open wide. Send hips back towards your heels. Arms can reach forward here. Or another option, stack your forearms one on top of the other and rest your head on your forearms. Two more breaths. In child's pose. And so as you're ready, come back to your tabletop position. Walk your hands out ahead of you once more for downward facing dog. Spread wide through all 10 fingers as you push into the ground and pick your knees up off the mat. Send your hips up and back on the diagonal towards the sky. Let your head hang heavy. Hands shoulder width distance apart and feet hips width distance apart. One more breath here. Look forward. Take your time to walk to the top of your mat for a forward fold. For this first forward fold, I really love deeply bending my knees. You can let your arms hang heavy, or you might like to hold on to opposite elbows, letting your head hang heavy. One more breath here. If you have the hold on your elbows, release it and then deeply, deeply bend your knees and in slow motion rolling one vertebra at a time, all the way up to standing. Let your head be the very last thing to lift as you rise up. Beautiful. So we'll do some releasing deep breaths here. For this, feet can be about hips width distance apart. As you inhale, reach arms up to the sky. And exhale, side out through the mat and let the arms dangle. You can let them swing even if that feels good. 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale, reaching. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach. And exhale. Beautiful. So coming back up to the top of your mat, we're going to step wide now. Stepping the left foot to the back of your mat for a warrior 2 position. Right toes point up to the top of your mat, and then your left toes are turned out to point towards the long side of your mat. Feet on the same line, deeply bend your right knee. Bring your arms parallel to the floor. Reach long through both arms and then soften the shoulders down your back. Beautiful. And you can look over your right fingertips. Warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2 for 2 more breaths. Keep your legs where they are. Reverse the warrior. Left arm slides down left leg. Right arm in line with right ear for a big side body stretch. Peaceful warrior position. One more deep breath here. Rise up out of that, and we'll do both postures on the other side. So right toes now point towards the long edge of your mat, left toes to the back of your mat. Deeply bend left knee for warrior 2. Arms parallel to the earth. Looking over your left fingertips and grounding down through both feet. Two more breaths here. Well done. You're doing an amazing job. Keep your legs where they're at. Right arm slides down right leg. Left arm in line with left ear. Beautiful. Reversed warrior. Side body stretch left side. One more breath. Rising out of that, and let's step back up to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach arms up to the sky, maybe look up. Exhale, folding forward. From here, plant both hands into your mat and step back to a downward facing dog. Pushing into your hands, reach your hips up and back to the sky. One more breath here. And then gently drop your knees down to the mat. Coming up to a kneeling position on your shins for camel pose Ustrasana. For this, tuck both toes under. Bring your knees to about hips width distance apart. Hands can either be on your waist, or you can have your hands on your lower back with your fingers pointing down towards the backs of your knees. From here, squeeze elbows together. Tuck your tailbone under. Squeeze your glutes to send your hips forward. And then at the same time, reach your heart space up to the sky. You can stay looking forward, or you might drop your head back. So hips reach forward, heart space reaches upwards. Taking 2 more breaths here in your variation of camel pose. To come out of this, let your head be the very last thing to lift. And then very slowly, wide-legged child's pose once more. Knees open wide. Reach your arms far ahead in front of you, resting your forehead down on the earth. Two more breaths here. as you're ready, rising out of that, and we're going to come to a seated position for butterfly pose. Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of your feet together, letting your knees open wide. Now you can always stay here with your hands behind you, or perhaps you start to fold forward, hinging from your hips as you fold forward from your pelvis. Pausing here in butterfly for 5 deep breaths. Can you breathe down into your pelvis, into your hips? One more breath here. And then nice and slowly rising up. From here, let's do a wide-legged forward fold. So you can open your feet as wide as feels good. And again, it might be enough to simply stay upright with your hands back behind you for support. Or you can start to once more fold forward, hinging from your hips. Now, if there's any pain behind your knees, bring your feet a little bit closer together and see if that helps. If not, deeply bend your knees here. You could even bend the knees so much that you actually plant your feet into your mat. And we'll pause here once more for 5 deep breaths. Relaxing your face, your eyes, your jaw. One more breath. Slowly rising up and out of that. Bend into your right knee. Bring the right sole of your foot next to your left thigh. Turn your torso to face towards your right knee and allow your left arm to slide down your left leg as you reach your right arm in line with your right ear. So here we're going for a right side body stretch, rolling right shoulder back. One more deep breath. And then of that. We'll do that on the other side. So now the right leg goes back out to the diagonal. Bend into the left knee. Left sole of your foot is beside your right thigh. Turn your torso towards your left knee. Let your right arm slide down right leg. And then reach your left arm in line with your left ear. Rolling your left shoulder back. Side body stretch, left side. One more breath. And we'll lift up and out of that. And then whatever way works for you, take your time to slowly come down to lie on your back. As you bring your left knee into your chest, fully extend your right leg on your mat. Twisted, single-legged recline twist. Bringing your left arm out to a T beside you. Use your right hand to guide left knee across your chest. You can look up to the ceiling here. You might look over towards your left fingertips. Beautiful. Relaxing your face. Taking 2 more belly breaths in your spinal twist. And then slowly roll back to center, other side. Left leg reaches long. Bring right knee into your chest. Making it a twist. So we'll bring the right arm out to a T beside you and use your left hand to guide right knee across your torso. Make sure your right shoulder stays grounding into the earth. You can look up to the ceiling or maybe over towards your right fingertips. Two more belly breaths. And then slowly rolling back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Use your hands to guide your knees and your feet wide apart. Stay here for this variation of a reclined yogi squat. Or you might come to happy baby, bringing the soles of your feet to face the ceiling, and then you can hold on to your thighs. You could hold on to your ankles, or you could hold on to your feet. For happy baby, think of reaching your knees down towards your armpits. Three more breaths, either in reclined yogi squat or happy baby. And slowly release out of that for Shavasana. So Shavasana can be lying on your back here with your legs long, or you can keep a bend in your knees. Find any restful position that feels good for you. And then closing down your eyes. Feeling the weight of your body melting and softening into the support of the earth beneath you. Letting go. And we'll practice a breathing technique here called the physiological sigh. This is one of the best ways to soothe anxiety through the breath. So it involves a double inhale through your nose and then a very, very gentle exhale out through the mouth, really focusing on lengthening that exhale. So it sounds like this. 2 sharp inhales and 1 very gentle, long sigh out through the mouth as you exhale. Let's do 4 rounds together. Double inhale, gentle sigh. 3 more at your own pace. And then let your breath return to normal as you give yourself full permission to simply rest here for these next few moments. And I'll call you back soon with the sound of my voice. So as you're ready, start to deepen your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inviting in gentle movements that feel good. Perhaps wiggle fingers and toes. Roll your wrists, your ankles. Maybe even take a big stretch. Reaching your arms and feet away from one another. And then very gently bring your knees into your chest. And take your time to come up to seated any way that works for you. And we'll meet in a cross-legged position to close the practice here together. As you're ready, inhale, reach arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer at the heart space. And we'll close by chanting Om, the sacred sound of the universe, followed by Shanti, which means peace, 3 times, beginning with an inhale. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to your space. Thank you so, so much for practicing with me today. I really hope that you enjoyed that practice and that you found it beneficial. If you did, I would really appreciate if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'd also love to hear how you found this practice in the comments below. And if you do want to practice more with me, I also have a Patreon membership where there's over 120 practices waiting for you inside the membership. And I add 3 new practices every week. So if you'd like to try that out, you can find more information in the description below. And you can even try it out with a 7-day free trial. So hopefully I'll see you inside the membership. And if not, hopefully see you on this channel again soon. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.